Hello everybody, and welcome to another Sims 4 build. Today is the continuation of my Realm of Magic HQ remodel slash remake, because it's not really a remodel. I completely bulldozed the place. It's a complete remake. So I wasn't happy with how the stairs were, and so I decided to play with them. I wanted to make a bigger landing that was like a little bit more extravagant, because having like a single one tile landing for both staircases to meet up at, it wasn't, tickling my fancy. So I figured out a different configuration, and then I had to make the room slightly smaller in order to get them to touch. And then later on I discovered that putting the railing there is just not going to be nice, because the railing goes in between the two stairs, and I wish it didn't, because then it would have like two different cool landings. But, can't have everything in The Sims 4, if that's anything I've learned over the years. It's, you gotta just work with what you have, and I think I did an okay job with the build on its own. So today is the furnishing and decorating of the build, whereas yesterday I did the entire actual physical build. Not yesterday. Yes, well, technically yesterday, because I did have a power outage and computer issues which wouldn't let me render the video, and then the power outage that wouldn't let me try again to render the video. So it was really I had to delay the video, but this one should be on schedule, hoping nothing goes wrong while I'm recording the audio, and then I gotta render the video, then I gotta upload it. But anyways, I'm making a cute gazebo. I decided, it needed, I didn't have the HQ be as, I guess, deep as the other one. So, it was the same similar width, but the length was a little bit different. So it didn't go as far into the lot as the other one did. And so I was like, I can't really remember what was originally on the lot, because it's been a while since I've seen it, before I destroyed it. I haven't been playing Sims too much, so... And then I was just like, okay, you know what would look good, eating up some space here is a gazebo. And I gave it a little bit of a roof. And if you want to get more touch points on a roof, you just have to hold Shift and C. And you can it gives you a few more touch points in order to expand and push in different areas of a roof than you normally could. Because normally you get 2 touch points, and this one gives you a lot more. And actually normally you get 1 touch point on a regular roof. I think it's 1 or 2 on either side. I don't know. But yeah, so here's where I discovered that putting the banisters on the stairs create that gap. So I thought if I put maybe a half wall there or something that was hidden within the floor, I could fix it, but I could not. And that did not happen. So I didn't want the stairs to be without a banister. And so I just left it. It's nothing really I could do. If there is a way I could fix it, that'd be amazing to know. Please let me know in the comments if you know of a way to get the banisters to not be there. I tried a bunch of different things and nothing worked. And then, like I said in the first video, I do end up enclosing the stairs up top, because I just was not happy with having the second floor, or was it the third floor? Yeah, I think the third floor being completely open to the elements, even though there are no elements in this. It's just from a realistic standpoint, my brain, I just don't want it. But yeah, changing the stairs did give me a little wash closet downstairs, which is a big plus. I'm gonna have some coffee though, because this is a half-an-hour video of me talking and I need something to drink. But now I'm just going through and purposing all the rooms, sort of getting them all how I'm gonna decorate them, because I did do some of the room diagnosing, I guess, as I was building the build, just to make sure I did have enough room for everything, but I never gave them quite the purpose. And so originally I was going to have this library being on the first upper floor, but then I decided to just have 2 bedrooms down there, and then upstairs, since this was a much bigger area, have this be the library cauldron room. And then there's also going to be another bedroom on this floor. I was originally going to have 2 cauldrons, but I felt like it wouldn't let me use all of the stuff that Realm of Magic had to offer, like the desk and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I want everything Realm of Magic in this room. So only 1 cauldron in this room. I think probably very shortly. I'm just struggling to like find where those things, like I love those decorative shelves, even though like they have no purpose. They're just decorative shelves. But it's just that something about them being side by side, like I don't like it. I think it's because the one shelf has like this weird sort of case that comes off the back of it, well, off the front of it. And something about it being beside the other like potion shelf, I just don't like them together. I don't know why. And then of course got to get that magical rug, which I totally use a lot in this build. It's pretty much everywhere. I don't know, it being underneath a cauldron just makes me happy. I don't know why, it just does. I like it. I like seeing it under the cauldron. And so I took out the cauldron on the other side and I put a little study nook with a little seating area there and little chair to sit down, and there's another sofa in there. And then this is the red guy's room. I still haven't even looked up the room. I haven't played The Sims in a few days, so it's been a hot minute. Although I should be playing more. I just have so many other games that I want to play right now. I just got a bunch of Jaxbox games. So we've been playing a lot of that on stream, and I just really haven't had time to play The Sims because I haven't had time to game by myself. I've always been, like, this past few weeks I've been playing games with other people. So I haven't had just time to sit down and unwind and play some Sims on my own. Which, I mean, is okay. But every once in a while you need a wind down session where you just, by yourself, playing The Sims, loving life. I don't know. Sims for me has always been a wind down game. I really wanted to put a divide in that room because I had the cauldron in there and it was such a big room that I wanted it to sort of have some sort of division between like the sleeping area and the sitting area. And I thought putting in some more walls and putting a nice, stained glass window that was different from all the other stained glass windows, it would look a little bit cooler. So I did that. And this is going to be the pink room for the pink lady, cotton candy lady, as I call her in my head. And she needs 2 dressers because that lady's got some fashion. And then obviously all the bedrooms have a cauldron of their own too. Because they're all quite huge bedrooms. I figured why not? But they should be huge bedrooms. They're the sages. They should have a magnificent, majestic bedrooms. And then I played around with the scaling up of the, what's it called? Those rugs. Realm of Magic rugs. And I couldn't decide whether to have 2 end pieces, try to get a middle piece in there, or should I just scale up the middle piece so it fit the whole room. But once I got to that level of scaling, it was just a little bit too... The texture of it was a little bit ugly. And then I struggled with this rug in here because I wanted it the same way with the 2 end pieces, but it wasn't quite enough space for them to both sit nicely. So I just used the one end cap and slid it up against the wall. Another study area with a beautiful cauldron and a rug below it. And this is the Practical Magic Sage room. I only remember which one he has because Mischief and Untamed in my mind are interchangeable. They both create havoc. So I can never really distinguish it, but practical, it's practical. It's pretty easy. And then I put quite a few bathrooms, and I used the Get Famous bathtub because it has a similar paint swatches, I guess. It has the similar color palette. That's it. That's what I was trying to remember. It has similar color palettes to Realm of Magic, so its tub, even though Realm of Magic doesn't have a tub, which is kind of, I don't know. It seems like something a pack about magic would have, a big nice tub. It just, in my mind, I guess I just think that tubs and witches go together well. Nice soak in a bath. I don't know why. It's just, and there's no tub in this pack. So I use the Get Famous bathtub in that bathroom, and it works fine. It's fine. It works. But yeah, I think majority of this build, I'd say like 98% of this build is Realm of Magic furniture. Like the little cabinet there isn't. But I think that's base game. So not even that big of a deal. I do like rein in the packs, how many I use during the actual furnishing of this place, just because I really wanted to use all Realm of Magic stuff. Although the exterior, if you have seen the previous video, I do tell you all the packs I use for building the house, which is quite a few more, even though it's just literally windows and wallpaper. It's a lot more packs than the interior, which is, I think, is like, there's like vampires for the wallpaper, and then Realm of Magic. That's it. And then like a few supplementary things, like for decorational purposes, there's vampires and like a bunch of other packs for like plants and stuff. And maybe like 1 or 2 end tables that are from a different pack. But other than that, it's pretty limited on the packs. It's majority Realm of Magic. So if you end up downloading this off the gallery, which, oh shoot, I forgot to put it on the gallery. Well, it's going up now. If you do end up downloading this off the gallery, if you don't have all the packs that I do, there's probably a few things missing, but like for interior wise, it's 90% Realm of Magic. And this will be the cute kitchen, which I actually am quite happy of how it turned out. I thought that, this room should have like a separate dining area, but just with the way the space turned out and having to think about dividing it in order to get like a separate, elegant dining room, I was just like, forget it. The dining room can be in the kitchen. It'll look fantastic. Don't worry about it. And so I used Realm of Magic, Realm of Magic countertops, and I'm trying to remember like what cabinets I used, but I think I just go with the base game sort of normal recolors of this one. Yeah. I just went with the original pack that, Realm of Magic countertops are based off of, which doesn't seem that hard that they couldn't add some recolors to that one too. Just saying. I was originally gonna put the table there, but I'm like, you know what? Cauldron can go there. Another cauldron in the kitchen for making mac and cheese and chili and whatever else you can make in the cauldrons. The little bar stools, and then the elegant table over there. And then I was like, oh, well, if the dining room also is in the kitchen, I don't want to have tile. So instead I went all with wood, and I mean, it worked out. And then I hid some lights underneath the cabinets there to brighten that area up a bit. And then I struggled to pick lights that go well in this room. And I went with, I think those are from Cats and Dogs. Those ceiling lights? Or did I get rid of them? Oh, right, I did get rid of them. And then I just put some wall lights from Realm of Magic. Because I love those lights. Those little Cats and Dogs had a lot of like nice lights. Nice ceiling lights, I should say. But they didn't quite go with this. I wanted to turn that area into a little seating area, but alas, it wasn't quite enough space for what I wanted. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now. Fall has started, and so has my immune system. It's fallen. Ha 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 ha. Puns. But since there were so many windows in this room, I decided to put the bookshelves where I could, and then put all the seating area like around, and then have like a little chess table there, because that's something that the original HQ didn't. I mean, who in the wizarding world isn't playing Wizard's Chest? Come on. Just saying. So there was no original chess table, and that would help give it up fun for The Sims, because I find that's one of the skills that really suffers when you were originally in the realm of magic. So I made sure to emphasize while I was furnishing this place the need for fun equipment. So there was the logic table, the chess table, I should say, and downstairs in the basement, the bar also is like a TV room with a projector, which I used from Get Famous. So that's another thing that's not from Realm of Magic. And I really wanted to create like a freaking like little wall unit area over here, but I couldn't find anything that quite matched the color scheme of the bookshelves. So I couldn't connect it all, which made me a little bit sad, but I found that nice little end table and I used that instead. Yes. So going downstairs, I kind of keep this room quite similar to what it originally was. I couldn't remember exactly because that room was fine downstairs in the basement. But I couldn't remember exactly what it was, and you can't bulldoze the whole lot without bulldozing the basement too, unfortunately. And I wasn't gonna sit there and demolish everything one by one because that would take me a millennia to do. So here I am trying to get the stairs a nice space apart, and I realize I have to move them a little bit more to get them to go into a nice, like, I wanted at least 2 tiles by 2 tile space in between them to give it a little bit more of a landing. I don't know why. I felt like Sims would be getting trapped there, so I wanted to give it a little bit more space. And I think there was like a red bathroom down here, but I turned it into a white one. Just a simple white bathroom because it's in the basement. It's very dark. And then I went with a very bougie white and gold style for this room. And I completely cover that wall in bookshelves. And I will, in a minute, actually make the room a little bit bigger. Just so that I can fit more bookshelves in evenly. It was bugging me internally, the fact that, you know, I couldn't fit as many bookshelves in as I wanted to. Also, I made the walls a little bit bigger because I really wanted that ceiling lamp from Realm of Magic in there, and it would quite fit because I had just, you know, 1 level walls. So I went all the way up to 3, I think, for that. I can't remember. But it doesn't really affect any of the home because it is the basement, other than the stairs being a little bit bigger, so I had to shift the walls over a little bit more. But it also helped me get more bookshelves in there. And again, I wanted to use all the fun little complimentary items that, you know, Realm of Magic had, like the little decorational shelves. So I found a way to slide those all in there. And then here's where I'm like, okay, so there was originally a bar down here. I like that idea. I'm going to continue with the bar, but I'm going to make it more like a lounge. So it's got like comfy tables and chairs and the bar and then the television, which I kind of really wanted it to be like a stage rather than a television. But I couldn't figure out, sorry, I'm yawning, I'm quite tired. I couldn't quite figure out how to get that to work. So instead I just used the projection screen thingy from, you know, Get Famous and the curtains to sort of, you know, give it a little bit of a loungy theater vibe. And then I give it a nice warm lighting with the candles. And I don't put too much light in here. I use the little beetlebug lights just because I wanted it to be a darker room because it is a lounge. And then a nice big rug, which then I repurpose all the furniture on to make it look a little bit more thing. It also lightens up the room a little bit because it's really dark. And then at first I was just like, grab any clutter to put it on the walls. And then I saw those photographs and I was like, you know what? Grab photographs of people and put those things all over the walls. Because maybe that's like a witching world sort of, you know, underground film star cult. I don't know. My brain's tired. I just woke up not too long ago, so it's just still waking up. But yes, I will put up this on the gallery before I forget again. And and it will be on the gallery for download. You can either find it from searching Stephanie Red on the gallery, or I believe I labeled it, Maryland Magic HQ Remake or Reno or something like that. But Stephanie Red, same it is it on YouTube. That is how you will easily find it on the thing. On the Sims 4 gallery. And now I'm just going to go in and check decorations. So that's pretty much all of the rooms. And then I go in and make them look prettier. So I've trying to get into the habit of like, all right, furnish the rooms first and then decorate them. Because if you stop and decorate every room, you're going to be here for 5 hours. And it seems to be working out pretty nice for me. I do hide some more ceiling lights. I shrink down the little pot lights and like leave them laying around just because I felt this area, this whole freaking building was a little bit too dark. So I did that, and it really helps with the lighting problems of this realm. And there's one of the sages just chilling in the dining room because I deleted the house and built it around him. So he's just been sitting in the kitchen the whole time because that's usually the part of the room. I don't know if they have like areas that they, hang out in, because I know like whenever you would go there, you'd find the red sage upstairs in that open garden area, and the pink sage would always be in the basement, and the green guy, what's his name? I don't even know any of their names. But the guy who teaches you practical magic, he's always like in that area that I've now repurposed as the kitchen. So I hopefully by changing this realm, I haven't glitched them out to the sense where they're not walking around like they normally would just because everything's different. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I have to go in and play it myself. I just, like I said, I haven't been playing The Sims for a while. But yeah, I created another seating area and I used a lot of statues, but I still left tons of space throughout the whole building for them to be able to practice magic without having to constantly go outside, as well as doing duels. I hope I left enough space. Pretty sure I did. I've had to build some houses for my playthroughs where I did that. Put a little garden area upstairs, and then I do go into the debug items and I place some Valoroot and some Mandrake in those pots, but they haven't been planted yet. Just because, I never got to it. I was just, tired after furnishing this, took the screenshots, and then ran to go to sleep. So just checking in some more lights and some more statues. I kind of don't know why that statue wouldn't sit against the wall. It kept telling me that it couldn't interact with certain areas, and I was just like, but I have move objects on. I'm so confused by this. So instead I went in and I put some pots and stuff like that. I would have loved to have another statue there, but even with move objects, it wouldn't let me put it there. And I don't know why, and it's hurting my feelings. And my phone just went off. That's fine. We're going to keep rolling. Keep rolling. So I thought about moving the pots over there, but I'm like, I really like the way I set up those plants in that corner with the little chair by the door. I thought it was really cute, and I didn't want to change that. I thought it looked good there. And then, of course, we need the Realm of Magic fountain because it's super pretty and cute. And it came with the pack, so I legitimately used everything that came from Realm of Magic. Every single last thing is in this build. A little landscaping now. I didn't do too much for the landscaping, just because I was getting tired. Like I said, I ran off to bed after doing this. I really should start doing the landscaping after I build, because then I won't, sort of neglect it because I'm like, it's the end of the build. Who cares about plants? I care about plants normally, but I was tired. It was 6:30 in the morning, which normally I do go to bed at 6:30 in the morning, which is why I was tired. I usually go to bed at 6 in the morning because as a night owl. So I went and checked a few plants, made it all pretty and cute and stuffs. I really wanted to give a diversity of lights, and I should really stop saying but I do anyways, so I'm sorry. And then after I go in, I did it again. I'm so bad with this stuff. I almost said again. I went into debug, and then I found some more stuff to chuck into the plants. It's not like it matters for, you know, cost efficiency. Normally I do that when I'm trying to build like, what are they called? Like starter homes that are under 20k or whatever, just to keep the cost down. Yeah, and then I made sure that I actually had move objects, because for some reason it didn't like me putting stuff in some areas. I don't know why. I was getting the pushback, and it was like, you can't put this here. So that's why there's no ivy on that wall, because for some reason it didn't want me to put ivy on that wall. It's just like, it can't intersect with something. I'm like, what? You mean I can shove this ivy through the windows, but on that wall, that's just too far. So I go in and I put a bunch of plants everywhere, just to give this place a little bit more life to it, I guess, in a way. In a sense, it felt a little plain. So I jazzed it up with some, what are they called? Like the wall plants, but they're from Jungle Adventure. And my mind is starting to deteriorate. This is why I don't like to make 30-minute videos, because at the end of it, I'm just like, I sound like a zombie from, what was that game? Unturned. Yeah, that game was fun. Canadian developer, by the way. Yeah, love him. Where he just did all the voices to the zombies himself, and it was really funny. So when the zombies don't see you, but they're around, they're just like, oh. And that's what I feel like I talk like when I run 30-minute videos. So maybe I should just have done music throughout the whole thing. But you know what? It's already recorded. Almost done. I kept saving constantly because I was worried that my computer would crash. I never know, like, anymore, because it'll be fine for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, and crash. And I'm just like, but you were stable. You were stable. So I'm just constantly going through and saving. And OBS, which is what I used to record, finally went through and changed it so that if your recording gets cut off without actually stopping it, say you have a computer crash, it no longer corrupts the footage, which I'm so happy about, because I lost so much time. I would have to rebuild homes over and over and over again, which made the building process super fast, because like I knew already what I was building because I had built it 30 times over. And I thought I'd also use this little, you know, what's it called? Headstone. Because I was like, you know what? This place needs a headstone. It's spooky month, so needed a headstone. So yeah, OBS changed that. So now I just really have to just save often, and my videos won't be corrupted. But in event of a crash, and if I save enough, then, you know, I won't have to redo too much. And so, yeah, I found a lot of cute stuff in the debug. Honestly, always go to your plants in debug, because it's so much cuter. And I thought about putting like borders up on the windows and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? That's a little too much. It's a little too much. But I don't know what else to talk about this build. I've got about 2 minutes left of recording time, and I have no idea what to say about it anymore. I build the thing. I build the thing. You can download the thing. The thing is there for you. I hope you like the thing. I did work hard on the thing and the stuffs, and it's pretty. It's on the gallery. I just literally, just as I was recording this, uploaded it to the gallery before I forgot. So it is on the gallery now. I lied last time. In the last video, the build video, I lied. But it is up on the gallery now because I had forgotten. Oh, cutie kitty statue. There. I was just like, I need more stuff for this area. It feels so plain. And then I found that kitty statue, and I'm like, yes. Yes. I love kitties. I love kitties so much. Kitties make me happy. Do kitties make you happy? Anyways, you know what? I'm just going to wrap it up. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wanted to get it, it's on the gallery. Made sure of it. It's on the gallery now. If you liked watching me build, you can subscribe for more content. And if you liked this video, please hit it with a like. If you wanted to catch me live, I stream over on Twitch at AG Stephanie Red. And that is it. There's Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff down below. Also, Discord, new Discord. If you want to come talk to me, you can come talk to me in the Discord. But as always, thank you so much for watching again, and have an amazing day.